Good morning. Welcome to the Show Beyond the Show, Day 2. My name is Brian Holdridge, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for the Americas at Welbilt. If you missed it yesterday, we went through some really neat innovation across multiple brands within our portfolio. We talked about the common controller and connectivity. We took a look at brand new products coming from Frymaster with touch wheels, digital touch wheels. We looked at new product from Lincoln, a product where you could lift off the door on a 24 by 24 frame, pick off the door, and pull out the track to allow you to clean it. Because if it ain't easy, it's not gonna get done. We had 3 different products from Garland. We had a touch screen on a convection oven. We had the new XHP high performance broiler, a turbocharged, if you will, broiler. It's really, it was just an awesome product. We have the new Cuisine series, completely redesigned, new European styling. Delfield, I almost forgot about Delfield. Chef Simon was over there making a pizza and it was measuring the cheese that goes on the pizza to make sure you have the proper amount for the menu and eliminating waste. What else did we have over there? Was a lot of fun. Oh, I almost forgot about ComboTherm. How can you forget about ComboTherm? The new touchscreen on the ComboTherm is 10 inches wide. I mean, you could almost watch a TV screen on there. Or maybe you should. Training videos. That's new innovation. Let's go, we'll save that again for later. And then we had our roll-in blast chiller, taking multiple plates, rolling it into a blast chiller, bringing it down to a safe temperature right across the room. If you missed that yesterday, don't worry. While this is live, we are recording it. You can go back on Welbilt US, welbilt.us.com, and as you have signed up today, you will be getting an email link on multiple platforms to be able to log in as well. So you can pick up everything you missed. Today, we've got more. I mean, we got products from Merco that you're gonna see down there, brand new lockers. We have Merrychef, connectivity. We have more Delfield products. One of my favorite is always Beverage. Just a ton of fantastic beverage products. Oh, almost forgot one of my favorites as well, Ice. You can never forget about Ice. So, we're excited to have you with us today. A lot of new products, stick with us. But before we kick that off, let's take a look at a new video by Welbilt.
All names are given, but the great ones, they're made. Dependable, powerful, smart, precise. A great name is more than a title. It's defined by character, proven by action. At Welbilt, we work every day to live up to our name. For something to be well built, it takes thoughtful design and flawless execution, focusing on the details and the big picture. And providing innovative solutions that push industry boundaries. The result, a full kitchen ecosystem ready to serve you. Ultimately, Welbilt is our promise to you. A promise to keep innovating, evolving, and providing you with the best in food service solutions. We've been bringing innovation to the table for nearly a century. So when you see our name on a piece of equipment, you can trust that it will do its job, so you can focus on doing yours.
Hello, my name is Scott Belargin. I'm here today with my colleague, Chef Andy. Thanks for joining us. We're going to talk to you today about the new Merrychef product range. And while I'm introducing that to you, Chef's going to be doing a bit of cooking in the background to show you how fast this is. Merrychef has a long history of high-speed ovens, over 70 years with thousands of global customers. And we feel, we believe, we know we are revolutionizing the high-speed oven sector with our new Connex range. The Connex range features 2 ovens. Our Connex 12, which is our 12 by 12 cavity in a 14-inch width, and also our new revolutionary 16, Connect 16, which has a 16 by 6 cavity and an 18-inch width.
To interrupt you there real quick, Scott, we did put a 16-inch fresh pizza in the Connect 16, so we're using the complete capacity for this oven.
Perfect, thanks, Chef. The X12 is the evolution, the next step of our most popular oven, of our E2S high power oven, which we've sold over 20,000 units here in the US in the last few years alone. In the segments of QSR, coffee shops, convenience stores, it's the oven of choice now. The fastest, the quietest, the best in class for these particular applications. The Merrychef Connect 16 is taking this to a new level in the size platform. It's the only one that has a 16-inch cavity in an 18-inch oven width. We believe that's a game changer. The Connect's design, in part, is driven by today's connected world. It's in the name, Connects. So with the new common controller that our colleagues talked about yesterday, we have the 7-inch HD controller on the Connects range. Its Wi-Fi and Ethernet connectivity comes standard, along with 12 months of our Welbilt Kitchen Connect system. This enables you to continuously monitor the performance of the oven, the staff, to remotely update menus, to see what's happening with your oven remotely from the dashboard and make adjustments as needed. Provide training back to your staff, provide feedback, and also understand if there is anything wrong with the oven, some service issues. The oven ranges for Merrychef are ventless. So this means you can install the ovens without the use of a vent in very small places. One of the most important things for us is that it's quiet. Less than 50 decibels for the units in idle mode, which is very important in the front of the house operation where these ovens are. Also, you'll notice that because of our width and our compact size, you can fit these in very small places. Real estate, as we know in the kitchen, is very hard to come by these days. Also, best-in-class feature that we have is the standby mode for energy consumption, less than a kilowatt for each oven. 0.9 for the 16, 0.7 for the 12. That's less than 1,000 watts to keep the oven at temperature, ready to go in a moment's notice. They're easy and quick to install, pardon me. Basically, pull it out of the box, plug it into the wall, and you're ready to up and run. We have a variety of menus that come preset. We also have our master menus online to help you with some base items, and our culinary team can do that for you as well to help you develop your menu for multi-segment operators. The Connects range is in the final phases of design and field test now, and we'll be launching this in the first quarter of 2022.
Sorry to interrupt you, but our pizza's done.
Yeah, perfect. So chef's pulling that pizza out. Let's take a closer look around the Merrychef. Bob, if you want to come in a little bit, we appreciate it. So the first thing you'll notice is a very clean design. We have a new door handle, new door hinges, which are stronger, more reliable, stainless steel, easier to clean. These are feedback we received from our first generation of award-winning ovens of points that were not quite where we wanted them to be. So we made that. Also, you'll notice the fantastic, beautiful-looking glass front. Easy to clean, very easy to use. The high-definition controller is a one-touch push operation for your staff to use and quick to go. Available in two options, a black finish or the stainless steel that we have shown you here. But again, no external fasteners, very easy to clean, very easy to use, and it looks nice when you put it in the front of the house. Front-mounted and easy access control. As Brian mentioned, with our Lincoln line, if you make something hard to do, people tend to try not to do it. For us, the air filter to cool the controls inside of the oven is critical to the operation of the oven long term. So we place the air filter in the front of the oven, very simple to remove. Take it to your dishwasher, your sink, and clean it. It's monitored by a switch, so as you notice, the controls showed me that the oven is missing the air filter and asked me to put it back. It's critical that we keep this clean and use it because the worst component of or the worst enemy of electronic components is heat. So keeping that system cool is really what we want to do. Again, high impact glass, our easy to clean HD, easy touch 2 system. It's icon driven, touchscreen control. Up to 6 stages in each cooking program that you can do with variable settings of microwave, convection air speed, and with the new controller, we can add pictures and written instructions along with the cooking programs to help your staff and make it easier for them so they can focus on serving your customer. Self-diagnostics. So if the oven has some trouble, it will alert you of what that trouble is. When you're connected to our Kitchen Connect world, we can drive those prompts to text people to alert you that we have a situation with an oven that needs some attention. So just getting ahead of the game. You'll see here, as Andy put it into the visual view mode, we have oven statistics. We can test and review each component individually through this to prove that they're working and that they're at the right specification.
So real quick, Scott, I want to talk about what I'm going to be cooking next. I'm trying to flow through all this. We're going to have raw cinnamon rolls going in our oven. In a normal conventional cooking, this is going to take 20 to 25 minutes. What's your guess on our cook time here?
Well, half of that maybe?
Well, let's see right here. Minute 45.
1 minute 45. I wish you could smell that in a minute 45, right?
Because when they're smelling it, you're selling it. So you got to get that out there.
Exactly. Thanks, Chef. So we also have easy update menus. We have a USB port here below that's protected that you can update and load menus, as well as through our Kitchen Connect system, which will allow you to push menus online. Internally in the oven, we've gone to a few new features that are really going to help the end user in the long run. Our previous ovens had cove corners, but now we've moved to a stamp design, which is increasing the rigidity of the unit. And as you can see internally, we've also gone to non-conductive studs, right? This will work with all of our future accessories, and the stamped interior provides rigidity as well. Composite mounting stubs, we're calling them, non-conductive. Easy to take the cook plate out, clean, take it to your dishwasher, and do what you need to make sure you're ready for the next service day. Cove corners, 12 by 12, 16 by 16, press smooth, all good stuff that you can see. What you can't see is what we're calling our triplex technology. That's our 3 methods of heating: impingement, convection, and microwave. The key to that is balancing those 3, right? And that's the secret to the Merrychef and how we get speed with quality in our cook process that you'll see in about 14 seconds for a baked product.
And balancing is very important when you're writing your recipes themselves. So you got to understand how to use your microwave and when to let it be in oven, because it is right now set at 525 degrees.
That's it, Chef. That's all about balance. So in order to get the products that you need with the quality that you want, you'll be able to fine tune it with the systems that we have in place. Our X12 comes in 2 variations. We have what we call a standard power and a high power. The high power provides up to 2,000 watts of microwave power to the internal cavity to help you with your convection and your impingement cooking. Also internally that you can't see is our catalytic converter system. Being that it's ventless, we have a catalyst in the back of the oven that will dissipate grease-laden vapors as we recirculate the air throughout the oven. The variable speed convection fan that Chef talked about has settings from 5 to 100%. So if you have a delicate product where you can't handle the high speed air flow, you would turn that down. And the same with our microwave settings. 0 to 100, you set it for what you need. There's no need to have any more. Another part of the reliability of the Merrychef Connect's range is the cooling. It's most important, and we have a variable speed cooling fan as well. This allows us to turn the cooling fan up when we're running the magnetrons to cool the magnetron circuitry, but also to turn it down when we don't need those so that it's quiet in the operation in your storefront. some of the standard accessories that you have that you use today in your Merrychef line will be, of course, able to work in the E2S. We're developing our platform of accessories for our 16 as well to complement those for the oven as we go forward. So with that, Chef, can we take a quicker look on maybe how to program a control, how easy it is with this Easy Touch 2 icon controller?
Yeah, let's go ahead and program something real quick. We're going to do some loaded tots here. And what we're going to do is a multi-stage recipe with a prompt in the middle of it to show you the full capabilities. What we're going to do is go into our chef hat where it says recipe creation. And then we're going to go our first stage. We're going to do it 525 degrees. We're going to go ahead and do that for 1 minute and 20 seconds. And we're going to do our fan speed here. This is where we're going to control our fan speed. We're going to go 100. And we're going to do 100% on that microwave. So we're using frozen tater tots, and that's what we're going to use for this product. We're going to add a stage with the little plus. We're going to keep it at 525 degrees. We're going to do it another 50 seconds. This time I'm going to use 100% air to get that browning.
Nice.
We're going to leave the microwave off. We're going to do a stage where we're going to let it be in oven. We're going to do one more stage here. This is where we're going to add our prompt. In our prompt, we're going to say add cheese and bacon. If I could spell. And the great feature here is now we're going to be able to select a photo for the prompt so they could see what they're adding. We go through our library and look for our cheese and bacon. We already uploaded it. We're going to hit check mark. And in the stage, where are we? I'm sorry. I should have set the time first. We're going to go 50 seconds here. 100. And then we go ahead and it added 2. The great thing is, I already have it programmed over here. It's user error.
Yeah.
My fault. But what we're going to do is actually cook it over here. So let me finish the mise en place on it.
While Chef's doing that, we have a couple of minutes left with you of your time. We want to thank you for your time being with us. As we said, we're going to develop many more accessories to go along with this that we'll share with you in the future. So if you want to learn more about the best-in-class high-speed oven that's from Merrychef, the X16, the X12, please reach out to our reps, reach out to our team, and we'll be sure to answer your questions. We're looking forward to helping you grow your business with the Merrychef oven. In coffee shops, we're going to challenge your baristas to match the time of products that we can cook. A typical breakfast sandwich, less than a minute, Chef, 45 seconds.
Typical sandwiches are under a minute. Frozen pizzas in about 5 minutes. And as you saw, we did fresh dough pizza in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So again, remember those points. Best in class, quietest, smallest footprint, cool to the touch, easy to use for the operator, easy to clean. All of those things that you need in your operation to generate revenue so that you can focus on your customers and let the oven do the work to help support you. So again, we really appreciate your time today. I wish I saw everybody at NAFM, but through the camera is the best. I hope to see you all soon. Take care. Be well. Again, thanks for your time. Good day.
Hi, I'm Mary Miller from Welbilt. I'm the product manager for all things Merco. Most of what you're familiar with are our hot holding cabinets and our new Crispy Max Crisp and Ready serving station. But today we've got an exciting new product to share with you that is ready to launch. Order HQ Pickup Lockers. We have partnered with Apex Order Solutions to manufacture and distribute the new Order HQ series to restaurants and the broader food service market. We all know how fast digital ordering has been growing in recent years, and the last 18 months just made it even more popular and a more familiar habit for many people. People are looking for flexibility, and dining is moving to a hybrid of on and off-premise occasions. In fact, 80% of customers say they're going to continue digital ordering and takeout, even after life returns to normal. They also see short wait times for in-store pickup as their #1 priority in choosing where to order from. This increase in digital orders and the shift to more off-premise occasions can cause issues for operators like crowded lobbies and pressures on labor. To add to the challenge, many food service operators are having a hard time staffing up due to a labor shortage, and higher hourly wages are cutting into margins. That's why the Order HQ series makes so much sense for the future-focused restaurant. Digital customers are looking for speed and convenience. And when they arrive to pick up their orders, they don't want to wait, they don't want any confusion, and let's face it, sometimes they don't even want to talk to anyone. They just want to get in and out quick with the exact order that they placed online. So let's take a closer look at the Order HQ design. The model we're looking at is the flow-through model, which means there are no doors on the back for efficient employee loading. The order easily flows from the back of the house to the front of the house. This unit can also be configured to load from the front if you don't have the footprint in your current restaurant to load from the back, so it can be placed up against a wall. The Order HQ also comes in a countertop model that we'll see later. This is the controller unit with a customer user interface on the front and an employee user interface on the back. And you can add up to 3 additional satellite lockers to a controller unit to expand your locker capacity. The user interface has an alphanumeric touchscreen and features a barcode reader and a scanner for QR codes or barcodes. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary locker, but there's a lot going on inside. We like to think of it as your team's intelligent off-premise order headquarters. So the restaurant may have all kinds of digital orders coming in from its mobile app, third-party delivery, restaurant aggregators, even on-site kiosks. They can all go into the Order HQ, stay secure while each of those customers is coming to pick their order up, and every transaction is recorded in the Apex IQ software. This is an important competitive advantage for us. Order HQ also provides new order pickup data that can help brands optimize their order pickup processes and improve the customer experience too. Currently, most operators have 0 data after the order is prepared. The Apex IQ software shows them what time the order was created, what time it was loaded to the locker, and what time it was picked up. And what's even better, they can zoom into one location or see an aggregate view across their entire portfolio of restaurants. They can uncover new insights that can help them fine-tune their processes. This can mean tremendous efficiencies at scale and help drive continuous improvement. We've seen why the Order HQ is right for restaurant operators. Now let's start by looking at how it streamlines the workflow. We'll first start with what we call our core workflow. We know that today's customers love digital ordering, whether it's on a brand's native app or website, or in a third-party aggregator or delivery app. So let's say this customer wants to pick up some lunch to go from their favorite restaurant down the street. They place their order in the app. At this point, the kitchen would receive the order in the same manner they already do and prepare it for customer pickup. Before I show you how the employee would load the order, let's pause for a moment and look at the physical features in the back of the flow-through model. The compartments are completely open in the back for fast, easy loading by your team members. Each compartment also has a drip tray and a removable grate for easy cleaning. These lockers are certified to NSF standards and the codes agencies to allow for sale globally. With the core workflow, the order is created in the Apex IQ software at the back of the locker. You can enter either the customer's phone number or a unique ID to load the order. So I'm going to do this. And we'll simulate placing an order. So a compartment door is going to light up to indicate where to place the order. Or not. Okay, well, we have some technical difficulties. Seems to be the theme this morning. So it would light up and allow me to place the order in the locker, and then I would just touch order complete, and then the customer would receive the code. So order loading is a simple step and repeat process, and the employee doesn't have to check back to see if that order was picked up because the system alerts you if there's a problem. All the illumination and indication that we talked about can be customized and color-coded to guide the process and tell you if an order has sat past a customizable time limit that you specify for food safety or quality. When the employee touches the order complete, it also starts a countdown, let's say 15 minutes. And if your customer's running really late and that order has sat for 15 minutes, that compartment can turn a different color and the customer is not able to retrieve it using their code. This ensures that every order meets the brand's quality standards and ensures that the customer has a great experience. There's also an enhanced sensing technology in each compartment that detects when there's an item in the compartment or when it's been removed, or if an order has been put in a compartment that it isn't assigned to. Now, you may have noticed that when I loaded the order, I was going to put the food and the drink in the same compartment. We all know that Merco's the hot holding expert, right? But sometimes heat can work against you. With this ambient locker, you don't have to put drinks and salads in one compartment and your hot burgers and fries in another. That frees up more compartments to use, and the customer can quickly pick up their entire order from one compartment. This combination of hardware and sophisticated software is designed specifically for moving takeout orders quickly, with minimal holding time. In fact, we've seen operators achieve average in-compartment times, what we call a dwell time, of just 5 to 6 minutes for over 90% of their orders. This provides a positive customer experience as they are only going to one compartment to retrieve their order, and provides your team the ability to load the whole order in one transaction and move on to the next order. If you do happen to have a large order, you can use that same delivery code to load it in up to 3 compartments. And now, if I would have put my order in, we'd show how to retrieve that. So what would normally happen is the customer would receive a barcode or QR code on their phone via text message, and you just simply scan it and the compartment door would pop open so you can take the order. Simple as that. Scan your code, take your order, close the door, and you're on your way. As I mentioned before, we just showed you the core workflow. We have 2 options for setting up your Order HQ locker system, the core and the integrated. Each requires a different subscription level with a monthly data or connectivity fee, which provides you as the operator access to all of the data from the usage of the locker. You buy your locker equipment from Welbilt and Merco, and the software subscription and integration is handled by Apex. The core option requires no upfront integration to your tech stack. The order can be created and entered manually into the locker using the user interface in the back of the locker, just like we demonstrated. Now that we've seen the core option, now let's talk about where you can see the most benefits, the integrated option. Apex can integrate the Order HQ with a restaurant's existing technology stack to eliminate some manual steps that reduce labor, increase speed of fulfillment, and provide a seamless experience for both store associates, customers, and delivery drivers. These lockers can be integrated into your POS, mobile app, middleware, or KDS. Apex works with store brands to find the best place to integrate to optimize the workflow in the kitchen and provide a great customer experience. You can use one of Apex's existing 40+ integrations, or they can work with your technology team to create a custom integration using their flexible APIs. With integration, your brand can eliminate blind spots in your order handoff processes. You get data that can track your order create to load time and order dwell time for every order across every store. Then you can use that to increase accountability at a single store level, or compare locations across your entire portfolio and see places where you can tweak workflows to continuously improve. If you initially choose the core subscription, later when you're ready to integrate, you can use that same hardware and upgrade to an integrated subscription by working with the team at Apex. They have successfully worked with many different integration partners and scenarios and will help you find a solution that best fits your needs. So now let's take a look at the differences in using an integrated workflow. A customer would place an order from their mobile app for in-store pickup. The kitchen would receive a notice, and an order receipt is automatically printed with a QR code. Once the kitchen prepares the order, they would take that printed make ticket and scan it at the back UI, now with a code included that was communicated via the API integration with the locker. The compartment lights up, the order is loaded, and then hit order complete. So here's our ticket from our third-party delivery that was just created. We're going to scan that. It's going to tell me where to place the order, so I can put my hot sandwich and my cold drink in our ambient locker and press order complete. When that happens, you also bump it on the KDS, and that sends a notification to the customer, either in their text message or in their app that they ordered. There's no room for error in entering the order code or the customer's phone number using an integrated application. The customer will immediately receive a text message, or it could be that push notification to let them know that their order's ready. And the pickup for this integrated application is exactly the same, so we won't show that again. You scan the code, take the order, and close the door. The integration reduces restaurant labor and speeds fulfillment because it removes steps in the process for your team members, and it also provides a seamless digital experience for your customers. Now, as soon as the customer pickup is complete, the Apex IQ software immediately changes the status to picked up, and you can see that data in real time on your system dashboard that Apex will work with you to set up. The system also now shows that compartment as available for another order. This makes it possible to really utilize every compartment to the max, which translates to higher throughput so the store can optimize transactions during peak hours. If we go back to that average dwell time statistic of 6 minutes, we can turn around 10 orders per compartment per hour. You can think of the Order HQ as your automated order expediter. Just think of the labor savings. Another really important benefit is that each order is secure in its own compartment until the customer or delivery driver scans or enters their unique barcode. Unlike a standard bookshelf or cubby where you get a lot of people picking up bags to read the names or spinning that drink around to see if it's theirs, no one can touch it in our locker. We've talked to a lot of restaurants using unintended cubbies or shelves for order pickup, and it's not uncommon for each location to have to remake multiple orders a day due to customers picking up the wrong order or even theft. So the loss across locations is high. Across the entire portfolio could be a very large number. For a locker solution that on average will only cost a few cents per transaction, it doesn't take many of these incidents to produce a return on your investment. So to sum it up, the time is right for the Order HQ locker solution. It helps optimize labor, speeds order delivery, provides contactless order pickup, and offers new data insights and analytics that every brand needs to optimize order handoff. It's exactly what future-focused restaurants need in their tech stack to make off-premise orders more profitable. And we've got just a few minutes for maybe one question. Let's see if we've got any coming in. Okay, so question we received is, why aren't our lockers heated? So most orders consist of both hot and cold elements, just like we mentioned earlier. This eliminates the need for multiple compartments or maybe even different lockers that are heated and cooled. The goal is to move the order through the locker as efficiently and quickly as possible, so that simplifies your operations and provides a great customer experience. Okay, I don't think we've got any other questions, so please feel free to reach out to your rep group for more information or details on Merco Order HQ. We've got information on our website, mercoproducts.com, and also in auto quotes. Next up, we've got Jeff Michael to tell you more about Delfield.
Thank you, Mary. We really appreciate that. As we think about all that cooking that's taken place, Mary's got the to-go orders taken care of. What do you want to do about serving? My name is Jeff Michael, and I'm going to help you with serving that wonderful food that has been prepared in all the Welbilt cooking devices. So when we think about serving, we really want to be able to get that food off to the customer, keeping it warm, keeping it that experience, all that work that's gone in by our chefs, Shelley serving lines, or any of Delfield's serving lines are the right piece. As we think about this going forward, Delfield has been many years in serving. But now we want to take and show you some innovation, things that we are going to go forward with to not just have hot or just cold, but to be flexible. We're going to highlight some new products today in our Shelley serving line that can be adapted to our EcoMark as well, that shows flexibility when it comes to serving. We got some new products, some products that have just been recently released. Let's look at some of the new products right now. So we're going to take a look first. This happens to be a Shelley serving piece that is our Flexi Top. So what do we mean about Flexi Top? A lot of times when you want to have cold serving, you're going to have a dedicated device that is going to be serving just cold products. But this device is a flexible. Flexi top, meaning you can have a frost top. You can see that nice frost pattern that is on that unit. But yet I also want to be able to serve some cinnamon rolls that the chefs provided earlier. I want to take and have that warm on the top. So now you have the ability to have hot and cold in that same device. But you can be flexible with this. You can have both of these cold. Maybe you need to have a serving area that's cold for lunch in that combination for breakfast. Now you have the ability to be flexible in the approach of serving pre-dished items. Very simple, over shelf with LED lights. You can add heat lamps to that if you want to take and increase the opportunity for more heat to being put to it. The hot surface is going to be around 180 degrees. Great holding temperature for any of those warm products. That frost level, it's, as you see on the bottom, it's going to keep that product cold. Again, giving that flexibility to serve that prepared dish, whether it's self-serve or a hand-over serve. Available in 1 and 2 tier. In this configuration, this is holding 18 by 26 sheet pans. So we can go from a reach-in, bring that directly to this unit, get that product right in front of the customer relatively easy. So again, thinking about that flexibility. You're being adaptable to the menu that is there. If we go down to the base, we're going to take a look at a little bit of the workings of this. We have our Green Genius refrigeration system, the natural refrigerant that is here, that's doing the cooling, that's running that frost top. But it's very simple to use. It's going to have an on-off switch for each of the tiers. You can quickly switch these from hot to cold just with a switch. Then you can also control the hot portion with each of these independent, infinite controls. Very simple to do. And then when you're done at the end of the day, as that frost dissipates and you turn this unit off, you have the ability to gather that moisture that is gathered on the top, get that to a floor drain or into a bucket, drain that is there. So again, we think about the flexibility. You have an adaptive piece of equipment here with our Flexi Top. This is being shown in our serving unit. This can also be in a drop-in. So now you have the ability to perhaps put this into some millwork. Again, we're thinking about flexibility. Delfield's bringing that to you with our Flexi Top. Let's go to our second unit. Let's look at another new piece of equipment that we have here today. We see a hand wash sink. We think about the hand wash with everything going on, with the pandemic that's going on, sanitation is really concerned. We want to make sure that we're serving safely, cleaning up safely, making sure everything is there so pathogens are not being passed on. Here we have our Fresh Genius system. Looks like just a normal sink, but if we open the doors, the heart is inside this unit. This is using ozone. It is providing ozone into ordinary water to provide the ability to clean. That ozone has a 15-minute lifespan that is contained in the water. And what that does is you can use that water to sanitize. The ozone will kill any bacteria or pathogens that take place. If we look down here into the base, it's a very simple system. Have a simple on-off switch. And then here we see a blue light. It's telling us that the ozone system is active. Behind the panel that is inside here, we see the containment of that ozone device. It's about the size of a cell phone. Water passes through that. The ozone is put into the water, and that now is that sanitation. You can use that water to clean work surfaces. That device is a cleanable device. So you're going to get some degradation over the period of time. The plates that are inside this will take and start to get some corrosion on it. It's going to tell you when it gets to the point where it needs to be cleaned. It'll light up red when that unit is ready to be cleaned. What that does now, you take that device apart, you clean those plates with some citrus cleaner, and now you have the ability to put that back in and be able to generate ozone once again in the water. Thinking about that, no chemicals to purchase to do sanitation, using ordinary tap water. But how do we put this to use now? Very simple. If we notice this unit, this unit has a wand with a 25-foot long hose. How do you use this? Very simple. Apply the water to the surface. Now the ozone is cleaning that top surface. I can do this to each one of the pieces that are on our Shelley serving line. Allowing that to sit there, it has about a 15-minute lifespan for that ozone. Stick this back in. So as we're thinking about what's going on right now, that surface is now being sanitized. It's killing the pathogens. It's killing the bacteria that is contained in the unit. But as you notice, we had a little jug that fell out. As you think about this unit, I can now fill this jug using the fill faucet. Now I have ozone in a container that now I can take and go, and we'll go to perhaps a table. I can go through and clean using the ozone any place that is in the kitchen. Thinking about this solution, Fresh Genius is bringing a whole new idea to sanitation within a serving line. In this system, it's a self-contained system. It's got a pump that's going to process the water through the system. It's also going to collect anything that is in the drain. So this sink unit, it's going to gather that water, a couple containers down in the bottom. You've got the ability now to be mobile. You have the opportunity to take this front of the house, back of the house, or anywhere you want to use this. Think about this in application now. Maybe this is in a healthcare facility, in a daycare. They're going to spray down the toys that the children are playing with. Now you have the ability to do sanitation without the cost of chemicals, using natural ozone to do that sanitation. FlexiTop, Fresh Genius. Let's go on to something new. We also notice here another serving piece that's using with a counter protector on the top. And if you notice in the back, there is a refrigerated raised rail. It's a cold condiment rail or toppings rail. This is giving us the opportunity to store product for processing. And then I can bring this to the front using Garland's induction cooking. So now on the front serving line, not only can I do just holding, I can now do cooking on the front line. This gives us now an opportunity for more flexibility. Maybe I need to finish some products. I have a serving solution that is giving us the ability to cook on the front line. That experience for the customer. Thinking too about the integration of this, we have UL listing on this. This gives us the ability to use the cord and plug, roll it up in place, have a complete UL approved piece. Thinking about that, now we're again giving flexibility. We're giving an opportunity for a customer to go to where they need to do the cooking, whether it's the front line or maybe even an island, going out into the prepared area to do the cooking of whatever menu that is going to be served that day. Looking down again at the units itself, the Garland induction cooking has the ability to use the temperature settings that are preset using induction ready cooking equipment. We're going to have a drain for that raised rail, so as the frost dissipates, we can get rid of that condensate that is there. All the controls easily accessible, real easy to maintain and wipe down and clean up. Let's move on to one other piece. Give our attention to our Flexi well. Are you getting kind of the idea? Flexi, we had our Flexi top, Flexi well. We have with our Flexi Shield, we're giving the ability to have multiple things going on at one time. Looking here, we have our Flexi top, Flexi well. We have each one of these wells is independently controlled. If we notice it down in the base, there's controls that are there. Each one of these controls allows us to independently control each one of these wells. So our first well, I can have it as all cold. Second well, I can have as hot. The last well I can do as hot or cold. It gives us the ability to be flexible in our design. As I mentioned, each one of these is independently controlled using immersion heater for our hot portion, as well as our mechanically cooled cooling for the mechanically cooled holding of the unit. As we think about this flexibility now, this gives us the ability to go from a breakfast menu to a lunch menu. We can perhaps have this all as hot, and then we have a combination during the day. This gives us an opportunity to be flexible in our offering and serving that food product that's being delivered. That flexibility now can change over day-to-day parts, week-to-week parts, or over the years. You can have a flexible piece of equipment. You incorporate that with the Flexi Shield that we're seeing here. Now you have the ability to go a standard counter protector, or we can move into a breath shield that is there that allows us to have pass-through areas. Again, the idea of being flexible. We're going to take a move. We're going to go to one more piece of our equipment. We brought back this year the latest version of our beverage cooler. We're going to look a little bit at our NLFAC. It is a standard 13 by 13 milk cooler using the storage of those commonly known milk crates. This gives us an opportunity to easily load and use this milk cooler. It is an air-over design, so it has an air screen that is running across the front. We can leave this unit with the lids open for 2 hours. With that 2-hour period, it's going to hold proper NSF temperatures for that food product. At night, you can close those lids. Now you have the opportunity to have a storage overnight and be prepared for the next day's use. Again, this is our NLFAC beverage cooler, available in 8, 12, and 16 crate sizes. We've brought this unit back. We've added the Green Genius refrigeration system to it, and we've cut the energy in half that this unit is using. So we're making improvements. We're doing the things that our customers are expecting. So looking at this overall serving line, we've had an opportunity to talk a little bit about the innovation that has taken place. But now let's put into place the aesthetics. We see the nice black tray slides that are here, the laminate bases, the aesthetics that is there to create a nice look. Again, with the idea of the flexibility of a counter protector, I can easily convert this day to day in the day parts so that we can change the use of this equipment. Delfield Serving Solutions is giving you that flexibility. As we think about the need that is here, we have the ability to deliver what you want. We have the ability to put together a serving line. If you have need for assistance in doing this with all these components to come together, reach out to us. Reach out to your reps. Give them an opportunity to put the solution to use for you. As we reflect upon this, this is the serving solution from Delfield that we think is going to meet your needs. In fact, we know it's going to meet your needs. So with that being said, we're going to take and ask for some questions, and we'll see if the field has any questions. First question is the induction unit. Is it cooking or is it holding? That's a very interesting question. It can be used in either way. If you want to have a cooking center, we can do a cooking center. If you want to have a holding center, we can do that as well. Both integrated with the idea of being a UL approved counter. How about another question? On the FlexiWell, do you have to run the unit all cold or all hot? No. You can run each one of these wells the way that you want to run it. You want to have one running as cold, the next one is hot, and the next one is cold again, you can do it. If you want to run them any combination, you can do it. FlexiWell is flexible to your designs. How about another question? How long can you leave the covers open on the beverage cooler? As I mentioned, 2 hours. That's great for that deliverable at lunchtime or breakfast. It's going to hold proper NSF temperatures in that product with those lids open. And keep in mind, you can use that as well to store overnight. Okay, one more question here. The FlexiTop with the hot and cold, is it NSF approved? Yes, it is. It is NSF approved in its construction and its ability to hold. It is NSF approved. Great question. Oh, here's a question I didn't think about. Fresh Genius, that ozone generated water. Can you drink the water? No, you cannot. This is a wash station. This is designed to be a cleaning solution to bring to the front of the line to sanitize that serving line or whatever is in the kitchen. Don't recommend drinking that water. Well, think about that. Think about those questions. If you have other questions, please post those online. I want to thank you so very much for spending some time with Delfield. Have a great day. We're going to go off to a commercial.
Hi, this is John Lanning. I'm here today talking to you about the Cleveland Steam Chef borderless convection steamers. We're happy to announce that all electric steam chefs, both connected and connectionless, now meet EPA 202 for ventless operation. Additionally, all gas and electric models also meet Energy Star. The model that I'm talking to you about is our connectionless model, the 22 CCT6. This has a manual water fill and drain. Simply pour the water into the front of the compartment here. At the end of the day, open up the drain, all the water empties into the sliding drain door. Another feature we've incorporated is our patented Clean Shield. Clean Shield is a condensate drain pan that will collect all the proteins and starches from cooking. There's a drain back there, it'll send it down the drain into the sliding drain pan. This keeps the steam clean, eliminates foaming, cross-contamination and flavor transfer. The other feature we have is our exclusive convection baffle system. This gives you a high velocity convection steam and even temperature distribution for faster and better cooking. The other feature we have on our controls is our Sure Cook timer. The Sure Cook timer is a load compensating timer that automatically compensates for the volume of food being cooked. This will eliminate guesswork and give you consistent cooking results batch after batch. And then our exclusive two-piece compartment door design comes standard with a 3-year parts and labor warranty. It has a free floating inner door that automatically adjusts and seals to the face of the compartment, giving you an airtight, leak-proof seal. The gasket comes with a 1-year parts and labor warranty. You can use it 4 times, the front, the back, and you can reverse it. Thank you. This is your Cleveland advantage.
Hello, Carrie Emmon here, Kolpak Product Manager. As a food service professional, you make a promise to every customer that walks through your door. A promise to protect and provide quality food day and night. Here at Kolpak, we're dedicated to that same protection and trust at the center of your kitchen, so you can confidently provide your guests with nothing but the absolute best. Kolpak has been devoted for over a half a century to creating quality products and solutions that can withstand all the pressures of your kitchen. All of our Kolpak panels consist of rugged, high-performance, soft-nose polyurethane for superior insulating capabilities and cold storage. Let's take a look at Kolpak's standard door design that includes an unseen reinforced steel door jamb, impact-resistant FRP door frame and plug perimeter, spring-loaded field-adjustable door hinges, deadbolt locking handle, and a hydraulic door closer. For additional efficiency, add a Kolpak air shield to keep the cold air in and the hot air out when the door is open without all the hassles of strip curtains. Kolpak, as well as all the Welbilt brands, offer a wide range of energy-saving, environmentally friendly, quality, features, and products for all of your kitchen needs.
In the fast-paced world that surrounds each Frymaster fryer, damage can happen as fry baskets wage war against fry pots. In traditional designs, the hard corner edge of the foam deck creates a single point of contact between the basket and the fry pot. The repetitive metal-to-metal contact between fry baskets and the fry pot can, over time, damage the fry pot and cause it to leak. The repair is expensive and often results in the purchase of a new fryer. To dramatically improve fry pot reliability, FilterQuick Intuition fryers have been redesigned to include an innovative new radius edge that eliminates the single point of contact. Spreading the metal-to-metal contact over 500% more surface area dramatically improves the fry pot durability. The patent-pending Radius Edge Fry Pot is one more reason why the Frymaster Filter Quick Intuition is the most reliable, the most serviceable, and the most innovative fryer ever designed.
Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome to day 2 of Welbilt's The Show Beyond the Show. Hope you've been enjoying the event thus far. Excuse me, but it's just that time of the morning here to enjoy a nice smooth nitro coffee from the N2 Mobile, one of our exciting products from the Multiplex's N2 platform. Thank you, Thomas. Cheers. My name is Paul Hannafy, and I am Vice President and Managing Director of Welbilt Beverage. And today I am joined by Pierluigi Esproni, our Product Sales Manager for Creme, and Thomas Scotti, our Product Manager at Multiplex. Today we will be delighted to share with you some of our exciting new products from within Welbilt Beverage. The world of beverage has long since moved beyond the essential act of hydration and is now viewed as a critical source of energy, nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. The speed to which new beverage categories are created that are focused on specific activities, events, or functions is ever increasing. This, combined with the reduced barriers to launching a new beverage brand, continue to ensure that your beverage menu is critical to consumer retention and satisfaction. We all know that consumers enjoy beverages at any time of the day, rather it be a quick stop at a convenience store to wake up, an afternoon indulgence, a refuel after working out, or an evening with friends. Today's consumer want to see a variety of beverage offerings that are not just about taste, but provide an experience. For over 60 years, Welbilt has led beverage dispense equipment with several iconic industry brands, Servend, Expo Bar, and McCann's, to name a few. Of course, one great example of our heritage is that one of our founding fathers, Jerry McCann, was indeed the original inventor of the modern-day carbonator, a legacy that continues to inspire us to lead in gas-infused beverage dispensers. Recently, within Welbilt Beverage, these brands have been realigned and integrated under both Multiplex and Creme brands. We are very proud here at Welbilt Beverage to have amassed one of the broadest beverage dispense technology portfolios in the industry, only some of which are on display here today. We recognize beverages go beyond just one drink or one piece of equipment. Real beverage dispensing solutions deliver innovative and engaging crafted experiences for the consumer and drive profitability for you, our customers. So, to better lead our market and give you the power to own your next cup, you can now speak to any of our Welbilt Beverage sales and marketing team about any of our hot, cold, or blended solutions from either of our Multiplex or Creme brands. There are plenty of new developments in store for you to engage with us directly. A new exciting web presence full of interactive tools and useful information. Tools providing you with the ability to build out a comprehensive beverage solution for your entire beverage menu offering. And these can be built by technology, menu, category, and market application. We will continue to lead the industry in beverage solutions by creating an expanded online or in-person service where we can help you create a beverage equipment strategy that will enable you to keep your menu fresh and exciting while delivering beverages of the highest quality consistently and with the lowest total cost of ownership. We will be updating you about our developments in Welbilt Beverage very soon, and if you have any questions or you'd like to know more, please feel free to contact us online or through your local sales representative. So whether you need an espresso, filter coffee, tea, nitro, beer, juices, carbonated soda, blended beverage, you name it, only Welbilt Beverage can help you create a truly crafted experience for your consumer. Thank you. And as I pass you to Pierre, I would like to draw your attention to the Unity machine next to me. Unity is our fully automatic bean-to-cup coffee platform from Creme. Its innovative design has one of the most compact footprints in the industry. It delivers high-quality cup of coffee, espresso shot, Americano, cappuccino, latte, and a wide range of specialty beverages. And this particular model here has the fresh milk unit, which delivers exceptionally high quality frothed milk. And of course, this little unit is our N2 mobile nitro coffee and cold brew dispenser that is truly plug and play. Just load the gas, fill the coffee, and it's ready to dispense. No installation, no calibration required, and all while incorporating our industry-leading gas infusion technology to deliver nitrogenated coffee of the highest quality. Thank you, and now over to Pierre.
Thank you, Paul. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Piera Sproni and I'm Product Sales Manager with Creme Americas at Welbilt. I am very excited to be here and I'm very excited for you to be here as well. I will be your host for the next 10 minutes or so as I will be unveiling and disclosing to you our latest product line in the traditional espresso machine category, the EX3. Now before we do that, I would like to take a step back. I would like to look at the coffee industry and the coffee house culture that has changed over the past 10-15 years. It has indeed changed. One of the biggest changes since the Starbucks 80s. The term specialty was once considered a term referring to beverages that you would consume perhaps in Italy. And now it has become part of our everyday lives. It has become a global collective knowledge. And so that made us more aware, more curious, and more demanding for functional, fun, and crafted high-quality coffee beverages. And some of the milestones that I would like to recognize within the coffee industry, there are many, starting from single-serve coffee capsules, all the way to the shift between once was the vending machine to a bean-to-cup, high-quality bean-to-cup. The World Barista Championships, the proliferation of micro-roaster culture in this country is staggering. The online blogs and social media, the Instagram-worthy pictures so that we can all share new experiences around coffee beverages. And one of the biggest things has been innovation also. Brand of espresso machines that used to be regional realities have now taken over the world. And some of these innovations are important because they have helped the coffee be discovered and crafted and extracted in all new ways. And as we talk about brand of espresso machines, the landscape has changed quite dramatically. Now there are so many options out there, price range from a few $100s all the way up to $20,000, $25,000 espresso machines. Colors, features, number of groups. There are so many options out there. And there is a question that's not easy to answer, and that is, for example, which one is the right machine for me? And nowadays, it's not that easy because of all these options. And that's where we believe Creme comes in. Creme is a third wave global leading brand of espresso machines. Creme has been in the marketplace for so long in a way that has been very engaging with consumers, baristas, roasters, operators. We know what they want. And so the latest effort for us has been the EX3 that you see right behind me. EX3 line has won 3 design awards last year alone. Red Dot, IF Design, and Gold Delta. And that's incredible. One of the things that made EX3 win these awards is that it answers the question, can I have a good design, a well-built design espresso machine without spending too much money? For many, as I've seen over the past 15 years, the choice is between having a mediocre looking machine perhaps and giving up features. Because if I want certain features, professional grade features, I have to be on the higher end price range. Well, Creme has done it. Creme has developed this machine that has professional grade features that doesn't hit your bottom line. And so, without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the EX3 and I'm going to present these 2 magnificent machines. So what you see right next to me are 2 iterations of what we are going to introduce in the United States within the next few months. We will have a 2-group machine and a single-group machine, black and white version. Some of the features that I'm going to describe to you today are available elsewhere. However, these will be included standard with these versions. There will be no up price to add to the cost of the machine. Some of these features include the cool touch. This is not just a fancy feature. This is a safety feature. Baristas get burned all the time. They make a ton of drinks. The machine produces heat. And so it's important that they work safely. Well, all our product line, EX3, Onyx, they do come with the cool touch. The knobs are not just regular knobs. They are on-off knobs. So there is no effort in turning on and off the steam, and it's consistent. Easy. And it is a patented design. Starting from the top, the display, it shows real-time boiler temperature as well as timer, shot timer. So the barista knows exactly what to do if a shot comes out too fast, too slow, in case he needs to adjust the grinder. Going all the way down, all the options here offer 3 different dosing options. And what I'm really proud of about this feature is the pre and post brew function, brew cleaning function. For every shot, before and after, the machine automatically purges the air, the steam, and the leftover coffee from the previous shot, so that the next shot is going to be clean. Our brew system includes 2 pre-infusion options. One is the soft pre-infusion, which is hydraulic based, and then the other one is electronic. So we can provide more options for the barista and for the roaster to extract their coffee evenly every time. This machine comes with an internal pump. It's volumetric, single boiler. Boiler insulated. It has an automatic cleaning feature that's easily activated. And at this point, what I would like to do, oh, actually I forgot the last piece, the best one. I left it for the last. What you see right here is black and white versions. What Creme has done also is to create an online platform where consumers, operators can choose a la carte every single option that you see right here. Would you like it with a lever, without display, single gauge? Would you like a more powerful element inside the boiler? Would you like all the panels customized? Each and every piece that you see can be individually customized. As you can see, this white one has the red stripe. You can choose to have different color knobs and handles. 1 or 2 steam arms. Every single one of these things can be customized a la carte. But for the introduction in the United States, we're going to have 4 different versions: single and 2 group, black and white. And without further ado, I would like to pull a shot at this point and show you how beautifully it comes out. So what I'm going to do first is flush the brew group. This must be done pre and post brewing all the time. So as you can see, as I'm brewing, the timer starts. And this is super helpful. It allows me to know exactly whether or not my shot is coming out too fast or too slow. What I would like to point out also is the look. The workstation is incredibly bright. Whether it's a fine dining or a casual dining, a coffee shop or a hotel lounge, this machine blends in. You don't have to give up style, look, and also fun. This is fun to play with. This is fun to work with. Beautiful. Here you go, Paul.
Thank you, Pierre. Got Definitely getting my caffeine fix this morning. Thank you very much, Pierre.
You're welcome.
Why don't we just go see
Thank you,
what questions we may have coming in. First question, how can we customize the EX3?
Right. So, as I mentioned, we have an online platform. We call it Product Configurator. And it will provide all the options and the features available, price and lead time. For that, I will invite you to contact our product sales managers, our regional product sales managers, and they will give you all the information.
Perfect. And another question coming in, Pierre, is there an option with a hot water water spout?
Absolutely, yes, yes. All our models have a water spout. The single one will have it manually, and this one is programmable and it's automatic, absolutely.
Perfect. And another question, are there standard models? Is there any difference in lead times?
Right, yes. So as I mentioned, there would be 4 standard models. 2 group, single group, black and white. And those are the machines that we will stock in Covington, Tennessee. For the customized machine, the leading time and pricing will be provided at the time of the request.
Excellent. Another question is, are there pod portafilter adapters for this model?
Yes. All our machines have available a pod and capsule adapters, yes. Compatible with EX3 and Onyx as well.
Perfect. And I think that's it. I don't think we have any more questions coming in, Pierre. Thank you very much. A very
welcome.
exciting EX3 lineup. Looking forward to launching it as we head towards the end of the year. Thank you, Pierre.
Welcome.
And now we're going to hand over to Thomas Scotty, who's going to take us through Craft Tap.
Hello and good morning. Thank you for taking some time to join us today. Again, my name is Thomas Scotty. I am the product manager for the multiplex side of Welbilt Beverage. I've been with the company for about 5 years, and in that time I've been fortunate enough to see some really exciting things happen. First and foremost, Paul showed our N2 Mobile a little bit earlier. That is the successor to the N2 Fusion. As of today, between those machines, we've got about 8,000 nitro coffee machines across the globe. So we actually helped use our technology to kickstart that beverage trend. Very exciting stuff. Also, behind me, you see the Fresh Blender, which is a fully automated turnkey solution for healthy smoothies, refreshers, lattes, frappes, all sorts of wonderful things. And because it's fully automated, because it's so easy to use, we brought an entire beverage category to operators who may not have otherwise had access to that type of beverage. Innovation, case in point. So technology and innovation, that's the heart of what we do. But today, I want to talk a little bit about our craftsmanship. And I'm very excited to present to you the Multiplex Craft Tap, aptly named. So, a side note, the Craft Tap is the first of several exciting new innovations in carbonated soft drink dispense that we, as Welbilt Beverage, will be showing off over the course of the next 6 to 12 months. And the main reason behind this is, in the previous decades leading up to today, traditional CSD technology has remained relatively unchanged. In that same time, culinary innovation and experimentation has really flourished. Functional beverages, refreshers, kombuchas, cocktails, craft sodas, all of these things have been exploding. For our customers, their craft really defines their brand. So the question becomes, when you have crafted that perfect beverage, how do you serve it? How do you elevate that experience and make sure that when folks come into your establishment, they realize that this is special. This is something they should stop and notice. Try this beverage. That's a problem that we've been focused on, and our solution is the Craft Tap. Beautifully designed, mirror polished 300 series stainless steel naturally will become the focal point of any bar that you mount this to. The design is timeless, very simple but beautiful. It fits within a variety of aesthetics. So you can see here, we've got just a pretty standard rustic wood look that you would see in any number of bars or restaurants. And then here's something a little bit more modern. We've actually done an acrylic through the wall installation so you can see just how simple the installation truly is for these taps. Whatever the approach that you're going to take, it's going to really help your brand shine uniquely. And it's not just pleasing to the eye. So I'll pour a beverage here for you. And what you'll see is that the pull of the handle is nice and sturdy, has really pleasant action to operate, and then it flips right back into position when you've completed your pour. So the nice thing about that, because it's self-closing and because it's robust, you can use this for either crew or self-serve. Now, self-serve requires a robust design, as you likely well know. So how did we make something so beautiful, so rugged? The answer is really perfecting it over the course of years. We have designed, prototyped, field tested, improved, designed, prototyped, field tested several times to get to where we are today with this current design. The result is a reliable design that will last you for hundreds of thousands of cycles. Maintenance is very simple. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. And in fact, what I'm going to do is we'll take a closer look at a sample that I have here. And what we're going to do is really quickly kind of demonstrate how you would go about installing and maintaining this unit. So again, very simple. At the end of the night, you're going to go ahead and just take your nozzle off for cleaning. And it's a really, I know you can't feel it, but it's a very, very nice thread, very pleasant in the hand. So get that nice and clean, wipe it down, shine it up. You're ready for the next service day. Installation is also very simple. So as you can see here, there's a mounting nut on the back of the tap. And anyone who is familiar with a beer tap will automatically recognize the inspiration behind the design. So you simply put a 1 3/4 inch hole into whatever you would like to mount this to, and then screw that nut onto the back to hold it in place. Now, we'll talk about actually installing your beverage lines. So you have a shank nut here, again very evocative of a craft beer tap. And then what you can see on the inside, very simply, a 3/8 inch outer diameter John Guest fitting in both the syrup position and the soda position. Now, while you can do whatever you'd like with this, we wanted to make it a little bit simpler for install, and it's actually labeled. If you can see, if I can get the light right, you can see soda and syrup. Oh, wow, there you go. Look at that. You know, you've probably noticed at this point, there are also a couple of barbed fittings. So those are really exciting. So inside the body, we've actually grooved out a channel that allows for coolant to recirculate. If you're using soda, you could do something very, very similar to what you would see in a traditional installation. You can break off your carbonated water and use that as a cooling source. Alternatively, if you were using this for something that needs to be a little bit colder, this is a completely discrete circuit, which means you could use glycol. You could use any sort of glycol-based mixture to get lower than 32 degrees. I would just caution, because the heat transfer is so good inside this tap, be careful not to freeze your drinks. So that's the only word of warning there. So we'll go ahead and put this away for the time being. So as far as quality is concerned, we have, as Welbilt Beverage, been working with industry leaders in carbonated soft drink for many years. We know what is required in the cup. The brix levels, the carbonation levels, the pour, the mixture. The tap was designed to make sure that you are not sacrificing any of that. It's actually just as good, if not better, than any other traditional CSD valve as far as performance is concerned. And then again, when it comes to dealing with some of the more interesting and exciting beverages we talked about earlier today, it can handle those as well with those flexible options that we were talking about a little bit earlier. So, with that having been said, There we go. The Craft Tap is the ultimate tool to elevate your beverage brand and perceived quality. So this is going to be what you can use to kind of take that to the next level. Note that interest is high in the tap right now. We have orders through to the end of the year. So we are looking to start taking orders for what we'll try to bring them in if we can, but probably Q1 of 2022 at this point. Be on the lookout for some more information coming from Welbilt Beverage over the course of the next 1 to 2 months. Feel free to reach out to us at any time. You're either your Welbilt representative or directly to myself or Paul or anybody on the Welbilt Beverage team. We'll get you the answers that you're looking for on timing, on pricing, and then we'll also be really excited to work with you on design and installation and maybe bouncing some ideas back and forth on how you can really use the tap to elevate the offering. So with all that having been said, we'll go ahead and open up for a few questions. Okay. So what would you typically mount to? So in addition to what you're seeing here, one thing that is important to highlight is you've probably seen a lot of really interesting, beautiful, and exciting new draft beer towers walking into restaurants and bars across the country. Take any of those designs and put a bigger hole into that shell, and you can now put a Craft Tap. You can have half beer, half other beverages, half kombuchas, cocktails, sodas, however you'd like to lay that out. All you would need to do is work with your partner to make a wonderful new tower, and then go ahead and install our Craft Tap right onto that, and it will help accentuate your creativity. So could the Craft Tap be used to replace an existing beer tap? So as I mentioned, it can go into a very similar application, but you have to keep in mind that the hole needs to be bigger. So you can't walk up to an existing beer tower and just pop in a Craft Tap. You're going to need to do something custom, or if you're doing sort of a through-the-wall installation, you'll just need to open up the hole to accommodate the new tap. So what bricks ratios can the tap accommodate? So the bricks ratios are less of a characteristic of the tap, and they're more of a characteristic of the flow control. So right now we're offering it with a standard 424 flow control. That's what you would see on any of our traditional CSD machines. Would work with any other flow control you may have. And as I mentioned, in the next few months we'll be talking about some exciting new developments, and there may be some implications in this area as well. Are the flow controls included with the Craft Tap? So to allow you for maximum installation flexibility, we do not bundle them together. We're going to offer a separate flow control accessory that can be purchased separately from the Craft Tap itself. Okay. Looks like no other questions. So that's going to bring me to the end of my time. Stay tuned. We've got Manitowoc Ice coming up next with some really exciting developments. And thank you for joining us.
Hello everyone, thank you for sticking around with us for the last 2 days, and we really saved the best for last and the coolest presentation of the day with Manitowoc Ice. So we're here today to talk about our newest machine, the Crystal Craft Premier. So my name's Cassie Johnston, I am a product manager at Manitowoc Ice, and this is one of our newest machines that we just brought to market last month. And so when Manitowoc went on developing our own craft cocktail cube, we didn't want to just make another cocktail cube that's already on the market. So we really put our time and research into developing the perfect cocktail cube. So in doing our research, we found that the global spirits market is really a growing market. So in 2020, it was estimated at a $135 billion market, and it is expected to grow at about a 10% rate over the next 7 to 10 years. And so we are seeing a lot of growth in that market, and with the growth in the spirits market is also the demand for a premium craft cocktail cube. So this is really fueled by high-end drinks. Customers are more so looking for the quality of the drink over the quantity. So they want to be seeing high-end ingredients, premium spirits. And when you're putting those premium ingredients and spirits in your cocktails, you really need a premium crystal clear ice cube. And that is why we developed the Crystal Craft Premier. So this machine right here is our new Crystal Craft Premier machine. So you can see here, it is an under counter size machine. So it is 31.5 inches tall. And so it'll fit basically under any bar height counter or even kitchen height counter. So it really is made to fit in some of those tight spaces. And it's only 14 inches wide. And so with your ice machine, you're gonna have ice always there, always fresh under the bar. And so it can also, there's no side clearance that's required on this machine, so it can be right up next to another piece of equipment. So you just need that front clearance for it to breathe and then back clearance for the water and drain connections. But it can really fit into a lot of small, tight spaces. You can see we have that nice stainless steel look, so it's gonna fit nicely into high-end bar aesthetics, and with our stainless steel handle here as well. So now if we go into the machine, we can talk about really the best part of the machine, which is the ice that's made in here. So this is, like I mentioned, it's an under counter or self-contained machine. And so what that means is the ice maker and bin are in one unit. So you have your ice being made up here, and then it's being dropped below into the bin. So this machine produces about 45 pounds of ice per day, and the storage bin can hold 25 pounds. And so it makes this beautiful 40 gram, 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch crystal clear ice. So perfect for a variety of drinks. We're going to get into that a little bit later, the different types of drinks you can make with this ice, but it is really a versatile cube. If you think about other craft cocktail cubes that are on the market, they're either smaller or larger. And so with the larger ones, I mean, that can get in the way when you're going to drink your beverage if the ice is really overtaking the drink, or it might not fit in a variety of glassware. But this really is the perfect size cube for a wide variety of beverages. So some other features of this machine, we have our user interface up here, or our keypad membrane. So this makes it very easy for the end user or operator to operate this machine. So we have here our on-off button. So once you have water and drain hooked up, you plug it in. Simply to turn it on, press the on-off button. It'll turn the machine on or off. Next is our delay feature. And so with this delay feature, you can delay the ice production for that 2, 4, or 8 hours. And so this is helpful if you want to come in the morning and have that fresh ice available. So you might delay it overnight for 8 hours. And so that way, when you come in the morning, they'll start making ice, and then you'll have that fresh ice available for your customers. Or if you're not open 1 day a week, you could delay that ice production so you're not making ice that's then going to be wasted later on. Next is the clean button, and so very easy to set a clean cycle on this machine. So simply press and hold that button for 3 seconds. It'll initiate the clean cycle, and then you add your chemicals and it'll run through that automatically and then go back to making ice after it. So we do recommend cleaning your ice machine at least every 6 months so it keeps it in good operation and your ice stays that crystal clear. Next is our 2 service indicator, or our indicator lights. So we have one for a water filter reset and then our service indicator. So we do have integrated water filtration on this machine. And so when it is time to replace that water filter, that light will illuminate and alert the customer that it's time to change the water filter. And then below that is our service indicator button. And so with this, if the machine does detect a service limit, that will start flashing. So let the end user know that something is wrong with the machine. So they are able to go and call a service provider to come and look at it before there's a total machine shutdown. So I had mentioned before, we do have our integrated water filtration. So that's down on the bottom of the machine. So if you want to zoom in and show that down there. So with that integrated water filtration, you are ensuring that you have that crystal clear quality ice every time. And so this machine does cycle through water, so you're going to get that clear ice, and then adding that water filtration on board just adds that extra layer to ensure that the ice is coming out crystal clear. Also on the side of the machine, we did integrate a tongs and tongs holder. And so it is stored inside the machine, so you're not losing it, it's not touching the ice. And so you always know where it is, and then it's very easy to be able to grab the right amount of ice instead of trying to scoop ice, put it into a glass. This way with the tongs, you pick up each individual ice cube and place it in the glass. And so at this time now, we are going to turn it over to Chef Simon and Chef Rich, and they're going to make a delicious cocktail using our Crystal Craft Premier Ice.
Hello, everybody. Simon Maple here. Beside me is my barmate, Rich Mathis. People tell us we're chefs. It's been an opinion. Today we're going to be your mixologists. So we were talking earlier about craft drinks. People really want quality over quantity. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make you what we're calling the Ocean Sunset. So we're going to start with 2 ounces of a premium vodka. Then we're going to do 1 ounce of an orange liqueur. Next, we're going to do a 1/2 ounce of a blue carousel. Just about 6 ounces of a premium lemonade. We made this using basically lemon juice and simple syrup with a little extra water, so it wasn't quite as sweet. A little extra in there, make sure we have enough. Rich is going to shake this up. And you're going to see with the glass and with our ice. So we talk about ice and why it's so important. It actually is one of the accents of drinks. It makes drinks kind of what they are and why they work so well. So if you're using a wrong type of ice for the wrong type of purpose, you won't have enough. So over top, we're going to pour just a little bit of some grenadine over the top. And we're going to finish with an orange slice. So quality drinks, using quality products, get a premium price. Back to you, Cassie.
Thanks, guys. That really does look delicious, and I cannot wait to drink that later. So now I want to talk a little bit about this new evaporator design that we have in our Crystal Craft Premier machine. So our engineers spent a lot of time and resources developing this new style of evaporator to make these crystal clear square cubes. So you can see here, this is an example of what the evaporator looks like. So it actually combines 2 different styles of evaporators. So we have our traditional pan-shaped evaporator, which is what you're going to see in all of our cube machines. Now it's combined with a pin-shaped evaporator. And so these 2 evaporators work together to make sure the cube is fully formed without any cracking or dimpling in there. And so there's actually 2 different refrigeration systems to this machine. So there's a separate one for the pan and a separate one for the pin to be able to control the amount of refrigerant to each of them to help to fully form the cube. And so these 2 work together. So the pan-shaped evaporator is going to freeze from the outside in, and the pin shape is going to freeze from the inside out. And so when you're freezing ice, really filling out that middle of the cube is the most difficult part. And so that's why we have this pin-shaped evaporator that's going to be freezing from that inside out to help to fully form and make sure those cubes are coming out perfectly square every time. And so this is the definitely the only type of evaporator on the market, and it's unique to us. And so now we're going to go back over to the chefs, and they are going to create another drink for us using the Crystal Craft Premier Ice.
Well, hello again. So this day and age, people are being extremely health conscious. So You see a lot and become super popular, the seltzers that are in the can. They become super popular. So what we're going to show you today is what we're referring to as the original seltzer. So you see Mr. Mathis here squeeze in 1 lime. He's going to squeeze in 1 lemon, so we're going to have some of those citrus notes. So we're talking low carb. We're talking lower carbs. We still want to go out. We still want to have fun. 2 ounces of vodka next. So we still want to go out and we still have fun, but we can still remain health conscious. We can still worry about all the things. As chefs, we tend to not be as health conscious as most people are. You can maybe look at me as compared to the skinny guy next to me. But you still want to have options. You want to go out, you want to have time with friends, enjoy time with your friends. So it adds a healthy option to where you're not taking in those carbs and those extra calories, but you can still have time and enjoy yourself with your friends and your family. So with this drink, health conscious drink, we're calling the original seltzer. Back to you, Cassie.
Thank you. So I just want to talk through some of the advantages of this Crystal Craft Premier machine. And so with this size and where the price point it is really a great machine to add as a supplemental ice machine. So you might have your Indigo Next machine in the back that's making all your half dice or dice sized cubes that you can use for your well or your rail drinks. And then you can save your Crystal Craft Premier Ice for those specialty high-end drinks where you can charge a premium. You can charge that $10, $15, or $20 per your drink by using this ice and just upgrading that drink experience. And so this also, maintenance is minimal on this machine. If you keep up on your regular cleanings, water filter changes, you can really elevate your drink experience, improve your margin, and the machine will be paid back in a matter of weeks. So it's also the perfect solution for any operators that currently maybe buy ice. So there's places that will charge sometimes $1 or more per cube, and so that really starts to impact your bottom line. If you're buying this ice, you also need a place to store the ice in a freezer somewhere, so it can really be an annoying, time-consuming process. Or some operators are making ice out of molds. Again, time-consuming process. The ice maybe it doesn't come out as clear as you would like it to, and so the Crystal Craft Premier machine really solves those problems by putting ice at the point of use under the bar. You have your fresh, clear ice available for use at all times. And so now we're going to go back over to the chefs one last time, and we are going to prepare a very classic drink.
Well, Cassie, why don't you come over here and join us for this drink? So, bourbon. Bourbon is super hot. There are many craft bourbons. There's lots of different small batch bourbons. I mean, we could go on and on naming them. One of the reasons you go out and you see a lot of places that have the large ice cube because it has less surface area. So if we were to fill this glass full of ice, you would have technically more surface area of the ice than you would actually have for the drink. So, and the reason these ice cubes work so well is because we've all gone out and we've seen the big round one. Well, the funny thing about the big round one is you always pick up and you take a step back and it smashes you in the face. So with these perfect cubes, they accent the bourbon perfectly. They allow the bourbon to come down to that 45 degrees and accent that taste and those qualities, those notes you're looking for, but it doesn't water it down. So you still have those nice features, those nice notes. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to pour what is called 2 fingers of bourbon. A finger is actually a unit of measurement for bourbon, right? So they used to use this before all of the specialty drinks, all the specialty things were going on, and all the fancy measurements. So you would go in and you would go to the bartender, you would want 1 finger, 2 fingers, or 3 fingers of bourbon. So today we're going to pour ourselves 2 fingers of bourbon. Taking a nice quality premium bourbon. And again, you can see how the ice cubes aren't immediately melting, how that's not watering down, how we're maintaining that nice color of bourbon. So you get those nice smoky internal notes that we're looking for, but we're not getting that watered down flavor to it. So we go here, and as you can see, if you want to close in real quick on this one, give me a close up on that one. That one, you can see how the ice cubes are nice, how it's not watered down, how it's not leaching off of the outside of this, so it comes up good. So I think in closing, we should enjoy a drink. We should cheers here, and we should.
Hold on, time out. We can't. Wait a minute. We can't be closing without the team. We can't be closing. Team. We can't be.
What do you mean? We're having drinks out here.
Hey, can you hold that for a sec?
My drink?
Just for a sec.
I made the drinks.
Oh! Almost wore the drink.
Don't spill the drink.
Come on in, team.
I guess I'll have to drink this.
In the end, thank you for joining us. A tremendous amount of new products out here. We're extremely excited. More importantly, we hope to get to see you very soon and face-to-face, going over our products. Congratulations to a team to the fantastic show. We miss you. Stay healthy. Cheers.
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 Great job, guys.